Hi folks, I'm Matt Burgess. I'm the co-founder of SchoolFuel. SchoolFuel is a first-of-its-kind mobile learning platform serving K-12 schools. You can see okay? You can hear me okay?
Yes.
I went into the classroom in 1991. I was teaching high school history in a place called Plains, Montana. I think it's called Wild Horse Plains on the sign outside of town. It was 900 people, 0 traffic lights. I'm like a kid from New York teaching for the first time. I was a complete fish out of water. But the one place that was incredibly familiar to me was my classroom, right? It was exactly like the same classroom I had sat in for the preceding 22 years as a student. And really pretty much the same classroom model for teaching and learning that we see here in the early 1900s in the first one-room schoolhouse in Plains. I spent the 22 years after I left that classroom essentially trying to create a new one that reflects the digital age that we live in. And the cool thing is that we are really actually there. We're sort of on the edge of fundamental change in the classroom. And it's really been driven by consumer adoption of tech, right? 6 out of 7 billion people on the planet have a mobile device. My 75-year-old mom has a Facebook page, an incredibly active Gmail account, and an iPad. I mean, everybody is a technology user. And while there is still a moat drawn around the American public school, essentially, the ramparts are down. The devices are coming over the door, whether it's BYOD or one-to-one learning, or the fact that we'll need to run high-stakes assessments starting in 2015 using technology. We have sort of a game-changing event in front of us, and it's such an exciting time to be part of that conversation. The reality is, with any significant change, there are barriers and obstacles along the way. You stop any tech-savvy teacher and you ask them, how easy is it to get 15 iPad apps onto a bunch of students? And they'll tell you surprisingly that this should be a simple task. It's a really significant headache. Try to get those same resources onto a wide range of student devices in a BYOD environment, and that headache becomes a complete migraine. The SchoolFuel is the first mobile learning solution designed to simplify and thereby jumpstart mobile learning. If we can make this work, I'm going to come in here and let's give you a quick demo of the tool.
Bring your own device. Any number of different phones, tablets, and computers can appear in the classroom. SchoolFuel provides the first K-12 apps platform, allowing you to deliver the right apps and resources to the right student at the right time. SchoolFuel helps teachers curate and deliver apps, ebooks, links, and files. Many apps are aligned to Common Core standards and feature teacher reviews. With SchoolFuel, teachers can quickly select one or more mobile operating systems, pick a grade level, and select their subject area. Teachers then have a curated collection of mobile learning resources they can distribute to specific groups of students. Once an app or resource is placed in a group roster by a teacher, it's automatically available to students. SchoolFuel empowers educators to find and deliver great tools for mobile learning from their laptop or desktop, or even from an iPad or tablet. The SchoolFuel
I wasn't expecting that, but I appreciate it. The videographer does as well. So I've been in schools for a long time. We've built this thing essentially with an ear to the ground. I mean, we've really listened to pain points of tech directors and teachers and parents. And because we've been so focused on their needs, we believe that the SchoolFuel platform is going to see significant adoption in the next 12 to 18 months. Our intention is to build on that early install base and provide a range of mobile solutions going beyond mobile app management and really helping to accelerate the growth of the platform and the company. We have a very cool set of early clients and customers we're working with. The wonderful Tech Goes Home, which is a great national, Boston-based organization now working nationally, working with the New York City Department of Ed, working with a national school model called Diploma Plus that has schools across the country, doing some work in the state of Maine, which is really just a perfect bellwether for those of us working on ed tech, and some work where I live, 3 hours west. And Massachusetts goes west for like 3 hours over in Berkshire County. So, SchoolFuel is situated between two really interesting markets, mobile learning and mobile app management. The mobile learning market's about a $10 billion market by 2015. Mobile application management is around a $7 to $10 billion market in that same time frame. Most schools looking at us, most prospects, are comparing us to mobile app management tools, which is a perfect space for us to be. Mobile application management is a highly centralized kind of IT function working with highly decentralized employees. It's not really built on school realities, school timelines, school calendars, and school structures. SchoolFuel is built from the ground up as a school solution. We've worked very aggressively to align all the resources in the platform to the Common Core, We've federated a great platform called Google Apps for Ed, which many schools are using. It makes it really easy to install and scale a platform and tool, and it's open. So SchoolFuel is not an iPad-only solution or one of the new kind of end-to-end closed Android solutions. We believe that if you put kids, teachers, parents, and digital content in the center of the conversation and not devices, you're really able to make significant progress and accelerate change. This is a lean two-person team, one of you standing before you. My co-founder, Robbie Kellerman, and I direct all aspects of the business. We're self-funded, and we work with a team of subcontractors to help us get the product up and running so that we didn't require external capital. Our early customers are telling us that we have a really strong product market fit. There is just a tremendous demand among schools to make mobile learning easier and more manageable. And in order for us to capture as much of that market as possible, SchoolFuel is looking for strategic investments in time, expertise, and capital to accelerate our growth rate. This is cool. We've been following the ed tech, as I said, I've been in this for 20 some odd years. We've been following the ed tech space for a long time. This is the first time we've had a chance to be part of the vibrant ed tech community with peers, with industry experts and funders. And so we thank the LearnLaunch and the Sandbox folks for letting us be part of the conversation. Thank you.
Okay, we don't usually get applause for them this early, so I think we're going to spoil them this way. So do we have any questions from the audience? Yes, go ahead.
What's the business model?
That was my
It's a
question.
recurring license platform, so it's an annual recurring license for schools to sign up for SchoolFuel. When they sign up, they get 1,000 curated apps aligned to Common Core standards, because a lot of schools say, we don't have the stuff to start with. You'll go around anywhere, you can see a lot of iPads in schools that aren't being leveraged. So 1,000 apps come in at the beginning, and it's essentially a software as a service model that schools can use to add their own resources, ebooks, text, and make it really simple for teachers to get that stuff out to kids.
After the school year, does the child who has the iPad get to keep the app? Does the app access?
Totally, yeah. I mean, you can think of the app as a way like an Amazon app, or I like comparing myself to Amazon and Netflix. So the app is like a warehouse, right? When you log in with a credential, all this stuff flows in that the teachers have curated and prepared. So yeah, kids can hold on to the app, and actually we make sure that families can access the app as well. It's a free download in the iTunes and Android marketplace. Log in with a credential and you can get all the stuff the teachers have prepared.
We have a question up in the top.
Hi. What are you doing on content partnerships, or is it a free-for-all? You're just picking content and then getting it?
That's a great question. I mean, this is really early days for us. We're a year in developing the platform, and we're a few months in our kind of earliest pilots in schools, maybe 6 months now. So we had a curational team that's worked and looked at a lot of different tools and apps that are out there, and so we've been doing our own curation. But there certainly probably is an angle in there where they're promoting content and content partnerships, but we haven't looked at that yet. Thanks.
Okay, I think we will call that and we'll get our next presenter up.